The Los Angeles Lakers are now 15 games over 500. They just beat the Timberwolves, and what I am starting to notice about this team with Luka and LeBron is that even on bad games, they win. And things just tend to go their way, like Luka hitting the side of the backboard and getting his own rebound and finishing with an and one. The greatest players in the league just make things happen, and the Lakers have two of them. And they were able to capitalize off Anthony Edwards being ejected, and they just looked so good out there together, even with the shooting struggles. The big three for the Lakers in the backcourt, LeBron, Luka, and AR-15, all had over 20 points. But over these last 4 games or so, when the offense kind of stalls, it's been the defense that has carried the way. And who would have thought? But the numbers speak for themselves. They held the T-Wolves, a team that can really score it, to 102 points. I know people have a bunch of mixed reactions when I say this, but I really do feel like the Lakers defense has improved since AD was traded. I'm not going to say it was from a direct result of that, because obviously AD is one of the best defenders this game has ever seen, but I feel like all the young guys feel like they finally have the chance to prove themselves, and we are seeing an increased effort collectively. But that is just my take on things from what I have seen. I'm not saying I'm right, that is just my observation so far. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the W against the Timberwolves. I'm going to be breaking down everything going on with this Lakers team and so much more. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so even though this game did get a little sloppy, the Lakers did a good job of protecting their lead, even though it got away from them for a bit. The defense down the stretch got big stops, and the Lakers really got to the line. That's just what Luka and James does. LeBron, who again as a reminder is 40 years old, had 17 rebounds. He just night in and night out plays with a high intensity, and once Luka starts to get in a rhythm and starts making shots like he normally does, then look out. Also, there were a few bumps and bruises in this game. RH is a concern, and then Jackson Hayes of course fell on his hip, but I'm not too worried about any of that. If anyone needs a day off, then they can take a day off, and I feel like the Lakers really do have the personnel to have that next man up mentality. Luka, like I said, his shot was not falling from outside, but every game he will make one that makes the entire crowd gasp. And in this game, there was one falling out of bounds that he somehow got to go. And all he could do was just throw his hands up and be like, finally. Because it's law of averages with him. Yeah, he's struggling and he's still trying to get in a groove, but he's gonna hit those crazy shots. And this is a really weird take, but when he shoots, I feel like the Lakers got a lot of offensive rebounds when he misses. Maybe it's because of all the attention that he attracts, but sometimes his misses are not even a bad thing. And there's just something about the calmness a guy like him brings to the team. It's like the Brady effect. LeBron, all the GOATs. Even when the team is struggling and shots aren't falling, the Lakers were still in command and everything just felt fine. And that's why in the West, if you're a team like the Thunder, I wouldn't want to see the Lakers in the first round. That's a dangerous matchup, but in all honesty, I don't think LA is going to lose a lot down the stretch of the season. And just as an NBA fan, I want to see the Lakers face either the Warriors or the Mavericks. That would be absolutely electric, to say the least. But anyways, getting back on track, Luka himself was talking about how he needs to work on making the easy shots. He had a laugh about how only the difficult ones have been going in, but for real, he does need to lock in and zero in on those easy ones, because if the Lakers actually do want to win a championship or have a chance to, Luka is going to have to score 30 a game, which he is perfectly capable of doing, as we all know. And let's look at some of the stats down the line from this Minnesota game. LeBron James played 37 minutes and had 33 points with 17 rebounds and 6 assists. And to add to that, he had a block and a steal. Not even sure if there was anything more to say about him. He is just doing legendary things. Rui Hachimura played 18 minutes. Of course, you gotta hope that he's all good. And Jackson Hayes in 22 minutes had 10 points and 7 rebounds. He was plus 18 in those 22 minutes as well. He definitely is a guy that has stepped into his new role and has taken full advantage of it. And then Luka played 35 minutes, so he's starting to get out of that minutes restriction he had, and he had 21, 13, and 5. But again, inefficient shooting splits, but who cares, because the Lakers got the dub. And AR-15 actually led the team in minutes and had 23 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists with 2 steals. And he was 11 of 12 from the line, which was huge. In terms of the bench, it definitely was not the best game from that unit in terms of scoring. Vanderbilt had 5 points, Gabe Vincent had 4, Finney Smith played 30 minutes and only had 3. He didn't shoot it much, he only took 4 shots, but outside of his length, I guess, he needs to step up and do more. And then Goodwin in 12 minutes had 7 points, which actually is not bad at all, and then Dalton Connect played 11 minutes and did not really do anything. Obviously, like I've said a million times, the Lakers still have a long way to go. But we are starting to see the signs, and that's all that matters, because ultimately, it still is February. LeBron does not even take the regular season that seriously. He never really has throughout his career. But the fact that the Lakers are showing glimpses of what they can do is really enough for me. I kind of was late to push this video out because the Lakers play the Clippers tonight, so this video is probably going to be released shortly before that one, but I'm sure I will have a reaction for that one because it should be a very exciting game. I expect the Lakers to win. I know James Harden has been playing very well, which has been cool to see because I still remember those Houston days. Man, he was just so unstoppable. That step back. I remember when Ricky Rubio tried to guard from behind him. That was absolutely crazy. But anyways, as much as people don't want to admit it, Luka is still out of shape. It's not anything that I'm concerned about or anything like that, but there are still plays where he will be in the corner with his hands on his knees and he will not move even when one of his teammates comes wrapping around, and it creates bad spacing. But again, the playoffs is over a month away. He's got plenty of time to get his conditioning right, and I'm sure he feels guilty looking at LeBron because the dude takes his conditioning and his body so seriously. Here is what Luka and a few others had to say post-game following this W.
All right, Luka, shots weren't falling for a lot of the night, but the defense has been there kind of carrying you. What did you see on that end to help you guys come through with the victory?
Yeah, I think we set the tone early. First quarter, I think they had like 16 points, something like that, so we set the tone early.
Offensively, I liked a lot of what we did. Our spacing was much better than last game. Thought we handled a lot of their pressure well for the most part. I think we ended up with 13 turnovers, had a shot clock violation. Braun missed the lefty lay. The last two games we played these guys, we had 22 and 23 turnovers, so that was important for us. The 16 offensive rebounds were big. I think Luka and Braun, for both those guys to get 12 defensive rebounds and 11 defensive rebounds was huge. One of you guys asked me pregame just about their rebounding and how important it is for our team as we, play a lot of lineups that don't have a traditional center.
No, Ant already said he don't want it.
I know.
Yeah, Ant said he ain't trying to deal with that. And Channing Frye said it the other day too. It's unfortunate, but I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody. That responsibility, it's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that, I don't know. But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it. But I knew there was a responsibility for me.
That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.